Today's November 5th. Today's quote is entitled The Instructions of Your Gurus. And I just want to give you some insight into a lot of these things I share. They're real-life experiences I have in dealing with devotees and how to help them solve problems. And oftentimes when I'm helping them and I feel like something's insightful or something's really helpful or it moves me in some way, I write this down and it becomes a daily quote, and this is one of them. The instructions of your gurus are like a to-do list to prepare you to go back home, back to godhead. Instructions how to advance are your lifeline in Krishna consciousness. Don't ignore the lifeline. Now, as with the last few days' instructions, some of them seem really simple, but within the context that I'm experiencing them, they're actually very powerful. Maybe they're simple, but they have a lot of depth that you don't always see. So let me kind of explain this from the position of a guru and also from the position of a bad disciple, as I was. Hopefully I'm a little better now than I used to be, but bad disciples always fail their gurus. They kind of follow some things, but not other things, or don't follow so well, or kind of fall in their face. But those instructions are your pathway back to Godhead. So if you keep falling on your face, how are you going to make it all the way back to Godhead? So the spiritual master is dropping these little stones along the pathway. He said, you follow these stones. This is the road. You know, don't go this way, don't go this way. Go this way, and I'll drop the stones. And the stones are the instructions. So you just got to keep going where the stones are. And if you think, I don't want to go that way, or I want to go right or left, then that kind of renders your spiritual master impotent, or, depending on what part of the country you live in, impotent in helping you go back to Godhead, because he gave you the instruction but you didn't follow it. So yes, as I said, what a simple concept. It's so simple that we have so much trouble following it, isn't it? So when you become a disciple, at that point it means, okay, I'm not so smart, I don't know everything, let's turn off some part of the brain for a while that thinks I'm a genius and know everything and can figure it out myself, and realize, no, I need guidance and I will take it, and my spiritual master step by step will guide me. I just need to follow what he says, and we all know when I don't follow, there are problems, and when I do follow, everything goes really well. We know that, we have that experience. The other analogy, and Prabhupada has given this, is the rope in the well. So the spiritual master throws the rope into the well, and then you're down at the bottom of the well, and he says, okay, grab onto the rope, we will pull you up. And you say, well, that's too much trouble. Can you come down and get me and just carry me out? No, I'm sorry, I can't come down and get you and carry you out. The rope is the instructions. The rope is the mercy, because the instructions are the mercy. So if you want to get out, you've got to do a little work, not a whole lot. Just grab onto the rope and hold, and you don't have to do anything else. We will pull you out of the well. Oh, that's too much trouble. Then the spiritual master is not going to jump in the well, put you on his back, and then hike up the wall of the well with you on his back. That's not the process. I mean, it could happen, but don't depend on it. The process is the rope. Right? So there's the rope, everyone. We're falling on the bottom of the well. You want to get out of that well. How are you going to get out if you don't hold on to the rope? You're not. There's no other way. There's no ladder. There's nothing to grab onto. It's impossible. You're going to die in the well. So that's our position. So don't be so foolish when the spiritual master throws the rope to think, I don't need the rope, he doesn't really know what's right, and anyway, there could be another way out of the well, and so it doesn't work like that. So to be a disciple means, okay, I'm going to follow the pathway where he drops the messages, and this is the way to go, or in this analogy, I'm going to hold on the rope, and he's going to pull me, and I'm not going to let go. And that rope is, I'm holding on to the instructions, which means I'm grasping the mercy, because the mercy is coming through the instructions and service. And as I hold on, he'll pick me up because he knows how to get me out of the material world. Now, another thing, just something very simple, having a spiritual master is like having a coach, because we can't always see ourselves objectively, but another person can see ourselves objectively. So sometimes a spiritual master understands things about you that aren't clear to you, but they're very clear to him. Having traversed the path of Krishna consciousness and stumbled and failed himself, and having learned how to cross over these various obstacles, he's really in a perfect position to see where you are and to help you overcome those obstacles. So know, if he's further along than you, he can take you, because he's been there and he knows all the crocodiles on the way and where they're hiding and so forth, and he can guide you. So pay attention to those instructions. They're very valuable. They'll help you, and they'll save a lot of time and a lot of suffering.